Good morning and welcome again to my study on this Friday. Last Sunday I was sitting in church in my COVID mask like everybody else, taking my glasses off when they got steamed up and putting them back on again when I wanted to see things clearly. And I was really struck by my breathing. Now normally I don't think anything about breathing, but with the mask on, I was conscious of what was happening. Normally, we don't think about breathing, do we? It's just something that happens. But do you know, whilst we can live for 21 days without food and 11 days without sleep and even 100 hours without water, we can only live for 4 minutes without oxygen. And to get that oxygen, we need to breathe. Now, intellectually, we all know this. We all know that we need to breathe. But I think we rarely consider it. Unless you have a coughing attack or you're running or, in my case, walking quickly and you get out of breath. And of course, COVID has meant that people have really struggled with breathing. So we need to breathe. And we do it unless something happens. And of course, breathing is itself both restorative and it can renew you. If you've had a panic attack, if you have really struggled with breathing, if you stop and you breathe consciously and carefully, then everything becomes right again. And Jesus knew this. When he appeared to his disciples after his terrible death, one of the first things he did was to breathe on them, to breathe God's Holy Spirit on them, to renew them, to refresh them, because they, at that time, were really struggling with his death and everything that had happened. And his breath was renewing, was restoring to all of those disciples. He gave them new life, new hope, new power, with just one simple breath. Now, I think COVID-19 has been a huge wake-up call for everybody. Who'd have thought in January and February that we would be in September and still be struggling with this terrible pandemic? Life is different. Life is challenging. But I am sure that with the ability God has given to we humans, we can beat this thing. We can get over COVID, and we will. By breathing life into humanity, God gave us the ability to do wondrous things. And I believe he also gave us the hope all the time that we can use that ability. And I think we are making progress. I pray that we're making progress and that those people cleverer than me who are making progress will really come to an end and we will be out of the strange world we're living in at the moment. That we'll be in a new life, a life which is back to some sort of normality, and I hope a better life, a life where we recognise all the things that have happened in the last 4 months and use them to be more like Christ in the way we live. So, when I put my mask on again, as I think I will later today, I'm sure I will be thinking again of my breath, thinking of how I breathe, and I hope remembering how important breath is and how it can renew and restore all of us. And I can think of no better way of ending than with the first verse of that lovely hymn that we use, Breathe on Me, Breath of God, as a prayer. Breathe on me, breath of God. Fill me with life anew, that I may love as you have loved, and do as you would do.